Hey everybody, it's the 12-week year and week 7. It's week 7. Now, the thing about week 7 is it's where the rubber meets the road. It is statistically when everyone gets to that point where they go, I usually quit right now. So if you haven't quit on your goals, you have just made a change that 92% of people can't make. So that's also the reason why I love accountability group, is because we can be together and we can work on the things that are important to you. I started the accountability group actually because my friend VJ was like, hey, I think you should do this. I think you'd be really good at it, at facilitating. And I just invited a couple of my friends to say, hey, let me help you. And when it comes to getting your goals done, because I'm a planner, that's what I do for a living. I'm a financial strategist for a living, but I'm somebody that plans. I like to have things go in order. That is my magic of how does it work? How do you make some things happen? And so it is something that I am very practiced at. But people that like goals and write them and follow through on them on a regular basis, this big. So when you're doing goal setting and you think, gosh, this feels awkward, this is harder, I don't like keeping score, I have all these reasons that I'm not making time for my own stuff, welcome to 92% of the population. So 92% of the population gonna fail. They're gonna fail at their goals. Only 8% of people in general write goals. So then you start to kind of, let's drill down the math a little bit. One, if you're actually doing your goals, you are only 8% of the population right there. You are 8%. So when you are thinking about the reason that people fail, and when people come into the 12-week year and it's their first round, the vast majority are going to come in to, so everyone that stays in accountability group, all of them achieve at least 30% of their goal. So even if you didn't reach this goal, even the people who are like, yeah, I didn't get started right away, I didn't get that much done, I couldn't find time, my life was still crazy, or it was vague, I didn't know what I was writing, I thought that I could do this, but I can't, or I needed a foundational goal to be able to get to the goal I wrote. Doesn't matter. There's a million reasons why people drop out, why they just go off the rails. And sometimes it's just trauma. Sometimes people have a goal that they set aside like a long time ago, and they're coming to that goal now because they're like, I have an accountability group, yay, right? And I like Mickey, that's so fun, right? Yay! And it's still gonna hit all their trauma triggers. So then they got to kind of step back and go, why am I tripping still? Well, because you have to solve whatever that foundational need is. But going back to you and your goals, week 7 is when everyone derails. And this is where, right, the next 2 weeks, if you can get through week 7, week 8, week 9, if you can get through those, a huge thing will happen for you. And so I really remind everybody, like the next 21 days, you have to stay tuned. You have to stay tuned to what you're doing, because this is the most difficult part of the race, is the part where 92% quit. If you can take the next 21 days and stay with it, keep it top of mind, keep forward and moving it, make sure it's not vague, right? Stay accountable, fill out your papers. If you can do that in the next 21 days, you'll be ahead of the curve. So that's my love for week 7, is this is where it really starts to impede. So if you are someone that has not normally followed through, you're going to start feeling it. And I'm just going to remind you, you can do it. This is one of those things where you have to just go, look, I'm going to outsmart this. I want to be in that 8%. I want to actually make it past that 6-week mark and stay focused. And right now, this time, it's 21 days. So just focus in on 7, 8, and 9. If you can get through that hump, that little, because sometimes that's, I'm not seeing success. Sometimes that's, I'm not real motivated, or I picked the wrong goal, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Pick a different goal. If you have gotten to this week and you're like, I picked the wrong thing, just change it. Just change it and focus on it for the next 21 days. So if you are like, I don't have the time, I'm not calendaring, then figure out how far you have to go out in your calendar and start calendaring it in. So you have to do something for your goals, even if it's not today. So make that space for yourself. Okay, well, that's my pep talk. Thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for being magical. And, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for you to love on yourself. And it's meaningful. It's meaningful every time, every day, every way. So, keep on just giving yourself some grace, loving yourself through your process, and counting your wins, because it's a big deal. That little rush of like, got that, did that, yep. That is the secret mojo of how things get done, is celebration. And I'll talk about that in a different video.